Hey parents, I've been hearing from a lot of you that you are concerned about your teeny tiny kiddos, mostly infants and toddlers, and their socialization during COVID. Specifically that they're not spending enough time interacting with other kids, and you're worried that they're gonna start to get scared or not know how. So let me put your minds at ease. I don't know if you've ever watched two infants or two toddlers interacting, but it's usually some combination of them sitting near each other and completely ignoring each other, or one child reaching over and taking something that the other kid is having, and then the other kid getting upset, and then a parent rushing in and apologizing and wanting their child to share. And really, it isn't a particularly meaningful interaction if there wasn't an adult there to mediate it. We've all been in those situations where we recognize that the mom and tot group or the parent group that we're hanging out with is really more for the parents' socialization than it is for the kids. And I'm sure that you're all missing that during COVID for sure. But in terms of the kids, tiny humans aren't designed to share. Asking them to do that under the age of 3 really isn't very realistic for them anyway. And, they need to build their own brains before they can start having meaningful interactions with other tiny humans who are also learning to build their own brains. Independence really does start with the physical, and then it moves to the emotional, and then the social, and then the academic. And unfortunately, you can't really skip steps. While there is value in kids being exposed to new faces, being out and about right now means that they're not seeing facial expressions, they're seeing masks. So something you can do at home with them is introduce them to stories, photos and pictures and books that have real people's faces in them, preferably faces with diverse facial features and hairstyles and skin colors and abilities and genders and clothing, so that they start to become comfortable with seeing different types of people. But beyond that, the most reassuring news is that even during a pandemic, the best way for your tiny humans to build their brains and prepare for those meaningful interactions is by spending time with you. So lay the foundation for their future socialization by developing their language skills, their coordination, and their physical independence, having them do for themselves everything that they can do, feeding themselves, dressing themselves, putting their little things away, taking their clothes out of the closet, all that stuff. Getting them doing that for themselves starts to build their confidence. And it means that when we re-emerge from this cocoon that we've been living in, you will have a more confident kiddo who can express themselves. And they'll be more ready to have meaningful socialization and interactions with other kids once they get unleashed upon the world. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or you want to know more, feel free to reach out. Kate at guidedparentingsupport.com. Bye.